Okay, today I'm going to be replacing the rear brake pads on a 2013 Kia Rio. Right now this is November 2014 and it's actually kind of too early for the brakes to wear out, especially on the backs. Well, anyway, I'm going to do them anyway. The parts, the brake pads, AutoZone did not have them because they say that the car is too new for them to actually start stocking them now. That's what they told me anyway. But anyway, I got the parts at the Pep Boys, and they had them. But the thing is that they're not cheap. They're $60 for these. Normally I'm used to getting them for like 20 bucks, but this car costs 60. Well, I guess because it's a new car, it's a newer car, so of course they're gonna jack up the price. And the rear brakes are giving up. As you can see it, it's hard to focus with this camera, this phone. See, you can see that the rear pad, which is where I'm pointing my finger at, it's already getting onto the metal and it's starting to make the noise. But the thing is that this side, this pad is not really worn out. So I'm going to show you how I did the brakes. First thing I do is just get the 14 millimeter and you go clockwise to remove it. I'm going to do that now. Use a hammer if you need it. Like you could just like hammer it off like this. Well, I had already remove the 2 screws and it's already off. See, it's already off up here. See, this is the brake pad that was wearing out. See, it's already getting onto the metal here. That's bad. See, this will mean that you should turn the rotors. You gotta turn these rotors. Yeah. Because it started getting on the metal. See this pad right here? This one's like perfect compared to this side. Wow. Yeah, I mean, and this car is only 33,000 miles old. So if you wanted to take out the rotor, you will need to get a screwdriver, a heavy duty one, and take it out right here. And then you could pull the rotor out, and you might need to hammer it to take the rotor out. Well, anyway, so now to adjust this, you cannot use a C-clamp for this. What you need over here to adjust that, you will need a needle nose pliers. And to adjust this to the bottom, where is it, like to make it go back to the bottom, like to move it down to the bottom, you have to twist it. You have to twist it. Now, where is it now? It's hard to, you have to actually twist it. Like put the needle nose on these notches like that, and then twist it. And to be able to twist it properly, you have to hold it pretty firmly like this, like the way I am. And then you could twist it. You twist it clockwise. You twist it clockwise to bring it down, like that. I cannot do that while I'm holding the phone, so. When you have it down far enough, be sure that this notch, be sure that this notch is centered right there. Make sure it's centered, because when you put it back with the pads in there, if it's not centered, then it's not going to go through this little notch right here. It won't get in. It won't want to get in. So this has to be centered. Just be sure that the notch going this way like on the inside is centered. So using this supplied lubricant, you just have to apply it on all the moving parts, components, and then apply to the pad contact surfaces like that. That way it's not going to squeal. Yeah. Be sure that you put the pad with this wear indicator on this side of the brakes, on the inside. This one has to go on the inside. So on these brake pads, on the pad that goes on the inside, I lubricated this part. This is where I lubricated, and this one's gonna go on this side. Yeah, and then this side I lubricated here because it contacts like this. So I'm gonna put this on. It's really easy too. Really easy to do. But you gotta make sure that you adjust this piston so it's kind of snug, but not tight though. Maybe somewhat loose. You could just keep turning clockwise or counterclockwise. Clockwise to bring the piston down, and then counterclockwise to tighten it a little bit or to bring it back up. Okay, so I had already slid it in, but like I told you, just make sure that the piston notch is centered on the inside, you know, like on the front there or the inside, because it won't let you pass this, because it'll go in like crooked like this. It'll go in like this and it won't go all the way if that notch is not centered. But since it's centered, it's gonna let me go all the way. So I'm done now. I just gotta tighten it and I'm done already. It's really easy.